Number 1. Saffron. Grown almost exclusively in Iran today, saffron comes from the crocus flower. Ancient Egyptians and Persians once used it as a dye in medicine. Workers picked just 3 thin threads by hand from every single flower. It takes over 75,000 flowers to make 1 kilogram. The taste is earthy, floral, and slightly bitter, almost like honey. Chefs use it in paella, risotto Milanese, and Persian rice dishes. The highest grade contains only the deep red threads, since the yellow styles mixed in add weight but no flavor at all. Using too much turns a dish bitter instead of golden. Cheap saffron sold online is often turmeric or safflower in disguise. Number 2. Vanilla. Long before it reached Europe, vanilla grew wild in Mexico, cultivated first by the Totonac people. The French later brought cuttings to Madagascar, now the world's top producer. Each flower blooms for only 1 day and must be hand-pollinated. After harvest, the pods are cured and dried for several months. Madagascar alone supplies roughly 80% of the world's vanilla, so a single cyclone there can send global prices soaring overnight. Real vanilla tastes warm, complex, and slightly floral, not just sweet. You'll find it in ice cream, custards, and countless pastry recipes worldwide. Many bakers scrape the seeds and simply throw the pod away. Most vanilla flavoring you buy is actually synthetic, not real vanilla. Number 3. Cinnamon. Sri Lanka and China share the origin story of cinnamon, harvested from the bark of native trees. Its earliest recorded use includes ancient Egyptian embalming rituals. Ceylon cinnamon is peeled into thin layers that curl naturally. Cassia bark, by contrast, is thicker and rolls into a single curl. Ceylon tastes delicate and sweet, while cassia tastes sharp and spicy. It shows up in baked goods, mulled wine, and savory Middle Eastern dishes. Cassia also contains high levels of coumarin, a compound strictly limited in some countries, while Ceylon contains almost none. Bakers who reach for whichever cinnamon is on hand risk turning a delicate pastry into an overpoweringly spicy one. Grocery store labels rarely make the distinction, yet almost everything sold as cinnamon is cassia. Number 4. Turmeric. A rhizome plant native to South Asia gives us turmeric. Indian cooks and healers have used it for over 4,000 years. The root is boiled, dried, then ground into a fine yellow powder. Long before it became a kitchen staple, its deep pigment was used to dye the robes of Buddhist monks. Its flavor is earthy, slightly bitter, with a peppery mustard-like edge. It colors curries, rice dishes, and the popular golden milk latte. Some people take turmeric powder alone, expecting strong health benefits. Without black pepper and fat, the body barely absorbs its active compound. Number 5. Black pepper. Along the Malabar coast of India grows the vine that gives us black pepper. It once drove global trade routes and was even used as currency. Green berries are boiled briefly, then dried until they turn black and wrinkled. The flavor is sharp and pungent, with a warm, woody aroma. It seasons nearly every savory dish across nearly every culture on Earth. Pepper alone accounts for roughly 20% of the entire global spice trade, more than every other spice combined. Buying pre-ground pepper means losing most of its aroma within weeks. White, green, and red peppercorns aren't different plants, just different ripeness stages. Number 6. Cardamom. Native to the Western Ghats of India, cardamom pods start out unripe and green before drying to preserve their color. Centuries later, Vikings encountered it in Constantinople and carried it home to Scandinavia, where it remains a baking staple today. Black cardamom, a different species entirely, gets smoked over an open flame. Green cardamom tastes sweet and citrusy, while black tastes smoky and deep. Gram for gram, it ranks as the 3rd most expensive spice in the world, right behind saffron and vanilla. It's a defining note in chai, Scandinavian pastries, and rich Middle Eastern coffee. Leaving pods whole without cracking releases almost none of their flavor. Most people never realize black and green cardamom aren't related at all. Number 7. Star anise. Southern China and Vietnam are home to the tree behind star anise. It has flavored Chinese medicine and cooking for centuries. Growers harvest the star-shaped pods and dry them under the sun. The taste is sweet and intensely licorice-like, stronger than fennel ever gets. It's essential in pho broth, Chinese 5-spice, and warm mulled wine. Beyond the kitchen, star anise is the main source of shikimic acid, the key ingredient used to manufacture the flu medication Tamiflu. Here's the part almost nobody expects. A nearly identical Japanese variety looks the same, but is actually poisonous, and it has ended up in spice mixes by mistake, causing seizures in people who ate it. Number 8. Nutmeg. The tiny Banda Islands of Indonesia are the original home of nutmeg. European powers fought wars for centuries just to control it. In 1667, the Dutch traded an entire island for it, Manhattan. The seed is dried for weeks, and its red covering becomes a second spice, mace. Nutmeg tastes warm, sweet, and slightly peppery, with deep aromatic richness. Chefs reach for it in bechamel sauce, pumpkin pie, and creamy eggnog every winter. Adding too much at once turns the flavor bitter and medicinal fast. A pinch feels harmless. A few grams too many can trigger hallucinations.